wine lo external ga spirits add cheyadam valla it's like alcohol percentage high untundi.
Correct.
And then more potent sweet percentage high untundi because akkada fermentation part agipoyindi kabatti.
Correct. Exactly.
Okay, and one more question. If I had to pick a bottle,
Yes.
so for market, there are a lot of wine manufacturers name. It's a lot of productions on it.
Yeah.
So if I had to pick a bottle as a beginner, like how to read a label.
There are more than lakh brands available all over the world. It becomes a very tricky also sometimes to select a label, like you rightly said. But that is the fun part in a wine. Wine is a natural product. It is a agriculture product. So it is not like your other brown spirits or white spirits. దాంట్లో మీకు ఇప్పుడు you take any particular whiskey or gin or something, most of the time the taste won't vary so much. Like if you are drinking one XYZ brand, even 10-15 years later if you drink that brand, it might be almost 99% the same. Fluctuations ఉండవు. But wine, what makes it so interesting is every time you try a new wine, it is completely dependent on that year's harvest, that year's crop, everything. That's why vintage plays a very important role in a wine. High quality wines tend to be on the higher side. And also you have a lot of young wines. Like both the wines today we have here, these are all young wines. These are meant to be drank younger.
So young wines ante din age enta undochu. Like how do I check is that young or aged?
I'll just give you a few thumb rules how to see whether it's a young wine or a wine which is aged for a longer time, right? All those wines which you will see in Hyderabad above 8,000, 10,000 price point
Right.
fine undavi. Generally, those are the wines which can be aged for a longer term. Wines which come from France, wines which come from Italy. Basically, all the countries ఎక్కడైనా మనకి ఈ వైన్ గ్రోయింగ్ ట్రెడిషనల్ గా ఉండింది లాస్ట్ 1500 ఇయర్స్ నుంచి ఎవరికైనా ట్రెడిషన్ ఉండిందో ప్రొడ్యూస్ రియల్లీ హై క్వాలిటీ వైన్స్ మెచ్యూర్ గ్రేప్స్ అండ్ ద ప్రైస్ పాయింట్ ఇస్ ఆల్సో హైయర్ దెన్ యూ కెన్ అండర్స్టాండ్ ఓకే దీస్ వైన్స్ మైట్
Aged.
can be aged for a longer time. But again, as you keep drinking, you will develop your wine knowledge, can be consumed younger. Country which makes wine in this last 100 years, who learned the art from France, Italy, and then, making it. For example, Australia, India, all these wines, these are new world wines. These are 90% of the time, these are within 3-4 years. So like here you have 2021 vintage and 2020 vintage.
3 years.
3 years. These are in right condition to drink now. So one thing always about wine, it depends on the occasion.
Okay.
మీరు ఏ అకేషన్కి వైన్ పిక్ చేస్తున్నారు, ఏం ఫుడ్తో యు ఆర్ గోయింగ్ టు పేర్ ఇట్, దట్ ఈస్ హౌ యూ షుడ్ ఆల్వేస్ సెలెక్ట్ అ వైన్. దెర్ ఇస్ నో డెఫినేషన్ లైక్ దట్ మీరు రెడ్ వైనే తాగాలి, వైట్ వైనే తాగాలి, అలా ఏం లేదు. మీరు తాగే అకేషన్, మీరు తినపోయే ఫుడ్, దాని మీద యూ హ్యావ్ టు ఆల్వేస్ సెలెక్ట్ అ వైన్.
So for a beginner, if I had to choose a bottle, like what do you suggest?
You don't have to have a lot of knowledge to decide on the occasion.
Right.
బేసిక్లీ ఇప్పుడు మీరు ఒక బాటిల్ కొనడానికి వెళ్తున్నారు షాప్, ఎందుకోసం కొంటున్నారు? ఇట్ మైట్ బి ఫర్ గిఫ్టింగ్ ఆర్ ఇట్ మైట్ బి ఫర్ యువర్ ఓన్ డ్రింకింగ్.
So purpose is also
Yes, purpose is going to play a very important role on what wine you are going to choose. Maybe let's say you are just going to watch a match and you want to have a glass of wine, sit, relax and watch the match. Then you have to choose a wine which can be consumed as it is, which doesn't demand too much of food.
Okay.
You can choose like that.
Just
Or,
watch చేస్తే సిప్ చేసుకుంటే I can enjoy
yes,
time.
because wines లో చాలా క్యారెక్టర్స్ ఉంటాయి which we will be looking in detail in the coming videos. Suppose you want to gift it to your girlfriend, so probably then you will have to think what she likes.
Okay.
Whether she likes something more floral, fruitier ones, or she likes something heavier. And if you don't know what she likes, then you can always go for little safer wines. Like a rosé is always a good option, because rosé wines will be in between both the styles.
White and red.
Yes.
Okay.
It will have the fruitier notes what you would expect from a red wine. It will also have a good amount of acidity and crispness, refreshing thing from a white wine also. You can also go for a sparkling wine. You can go for a champagne or a prosecco, or just a sparkling wine from anywhere else in the world. very safer option though. These two are. These are very easy going. Of course, there are some really good red wines. For example, what we have here, Lavier Foam. This is a fun, easy drinking, fruit forward wine. ఇది మీరు బిగినర్స్కి పీపుల్ హూ ఆర్ న్యూ టు వైన్ వాళ్ళకు కూడా సజెస్ట్ చేస్తే దే విల్ మోస్ట్ ఆఫ్ ద టైమ్ దే విల్ లైక్ ఇట్.
While having wine, so ice mix cheskondi, and then they add cool drinks. And this is the way of enjoying wine. Wine room temperature lo enjoy chestara, lekapothe